we've got the ultimate Liberty City mod for GTA 5, and I absolutely love it. The mod, called the Liberty City Preservation Project, is everything I could have hoped for to keep myself busy while waiting for the next GTA installment. This ambitious project brings Liberty City from GTA 4 into 5, covering all aspects of its environment, including the map, vehicles, pedestrians, interiors, ambiance, radio stations, and so much more. And well, it works seamlessly for both single-player and 5M, which is a huge deal for anyone who's been dreaming of combining the best of both games. For single-player mode, there are two versions of the mod, the standard and the high-definition textures, and well, naturally I went with the HD one. It's divided into 12 parts, and the installation couldn't be simpler. It's all handled through Open4 auto installers. If you have even basic modding knowledge, you won't run into any issues. All you need is the latest version of the game and script hook. At first I was neutral about this mod, especially since we already have Liberty City Remix. However, the Preservation Project quickly won me over. For one, the Remix mod is far more complicated to install, which is already a big advantage for the Preservation Project, but it doesn't stop there. The moment I launched the game and teleported to Liberty City, it was obvious I was dealing with a much more polished map mod. And seriously, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the most refined Liberty City port to GTA 5 ever made. Even in its first release, it offers so many improvements compared to Remix that it's almost hard to believe. After spending a few minutes driving around and testing the mod, I couldn't help myself, and I had to throw some graphics mods on top. So, out of all the options out there, I went with Quant 5 because it has this colder vibe that just fits Liberty City so well. And now with everything running, the game looks absolutely insane. Everything works perfectly, which makes sense since the mod creators specifically mentioned compatibility with many graphics mods. I even threw in DLSS by PureDark for that extra smoothness, and honestly, it just makes the whole experience so much better. But enough about the technical setup. Let's talk about what makes this project truly exceptional. As I mentioned, this mod isn't just some basic map port where they drag and drop a city into GTA 5. It's packed with features. One thing that really stands out is the fully functional minimap and radar showing off the entire Liberty City map. And I know that might not sound super exciting at first, but here's the thing, so many mods don't bother with this, especially after Rockstar dropped some updates a few years back that broke a lot of radar mods. But here, the map works perfectly. You'll see blips scattered all over it, and yeah, they actually mean something. I'll get to that in a bit. Another thing I love is how the single-player version of the mod doesn't mess with the base game at all. You can still play the story mode just like normal, and switching between maps is super easy too. You can travel to Liberty City using an airport marker, or just teleport straight to Star Junction with the F11 key. And if you feel like going back to Los Santos, you just switch characters and that's it, you're back. It's so smooth, and honestly it feels like Liberty City was always meant to be part of GTA 5. While exploring Liberty City, one of the first things I noticed was the traffic. If you've played 4, you'll recognize a lot of the vehicles right away. Civilian cars, taxis, police cruisers, they're all here, and they fit perfectly into Liberty City's streets. A nice touch is how cars in Liberty City have their own license plates, while vehicles in Los Santos keep theirs. It's little details like this that make the mod feel really polished. And speaking of traffic, the streets are packed. You've got cars everywhere, creating traffic jams that give the city that real New York vibe. Just like in GTA 4, there are tons of taxis, and you'll see plenty of police cars cruising around too. Even the sirens are the same as they were in 4, which really adds to the atmosphere. While running from the cops, I spotted a blip on the minimap in the docks area, so I decided to check it out. Turns out, you can ship your vehicle to Los Santos for $3,500, which is a pretty cool feature, and it works both ways, so you can send cars back and forth between Liberty City and Los Santos without any trouble. Seeing the docks feature got me curious about the other blips on the Liberty City map, so I started checking them out. The first one led me to an internet cafe, and it was packed with NPCs using the computers. It was a nice throwback to the vibe of GTA GTA 4. You can probably guess that the other blips also lead to more enterable interiors. One of them took me to an underground gun shop, but this time it was empty. Another blip led me to a Cluckin' Bell, which was also empty for now. But don't worry, there are plenty of other interiors that actually have people inside, like the Burger Shot, and I came across some random NPC in another gun shop. And even though some locations are still empty, having so many interiors to explore is a huge plus, especially for role-playing in 5M. Now let me show you how the airport system works. When you get to the marker, you can press E to fly to Los Santos or Q to head to North Yankton for $350. Choosing an option triggers a cool flight cutscene. Here's how it looks when flying to Los Santos. The cutscene for North Yankton is a bit simpler, but that makes sense since there's no actual airport there. But let's get back to Liberty City. While driving around the map with no real goal, I kept noticing how alive the city feels. The creators did an awesome job making sure it doesn't feel empty. There's always something happening. You'll see bikers riding in groups, people chatting on the streets, others walking their dogs, someone carrying a box, or even people just sitting on benches and doing their own thing. Every part of the city feels like something's happening. And it's not just the big landmarks. It's in the small corners and back streets too. It's the kind of map where you just want to keep driving and exploring because you never know what you'll find. Oh, and one detail I almost forgot to mention. People actually use umbrellas when it rains. It's a feature from GTA 4 that didn't make it into 5, but it's back here. And you're not stuck using just cars or planes to get around either. Public transportation is fully functional in this mod. You can hop on the subway and ride through the city, enjoying the view without having to worry about driving, and even the iconic cable cars work too. I also wanted to see how Liberty City would look covered in snow, and it's just as atmospheric as you'd hope. The snow adds this whole new vibe to the city, making it feel even more unique. It's funny timing too because in real life, New York City is celebrating its first official White Christmas in 15 years this year. So now you can experience that same snowy magic right here in GTA 5. What's great about this mod is how incredible Liberty City looks no matter the weather. Whether it's sunny, raining, or snowy, the city always feels alive. During the day, the streets are busy with activity, and at night, the city lights create a whole different atmosphere. And as I drove around different parts of the map, I couldn't help but wonder why Rockstar never created something like this themselves. I mean, from what I know, the Preservation Project team consists of about 10 people, and they've been working on this since 2018. What they've achieved is nothing short of amazing. If I had any say at Rockstar, I'd immediately push for this project to become an official DLC for GTA 5, or at least for GTA Online and 5M. Even with GTA 6 on the horizon, we all know Rockstar won't abandon GTA Online anytime soon, and investing in a Liberty City DLC would be a perfect move. Using the HD texture version of the mod, there's no doubt in my mind that this map feels right at home alongside GTA 5's Los Santos. It's incredibly well done and doesn't feel like it's missing anything compared to the base game. And let's face it, we've all pretty much accepted that a GTA 4 remaster or definitive edition probably isn't happening. But having the chance to revisit Liberty City in GTA 5 and potentially in GTA Online makes up for that in a big way. And even if Rockstar doesn't have any plans to officially integrate Liberty City, my only hope is that Take-Two doesn't come after this mod. We've seen them take action on dozens of mods before, but I really hope the creators are left alone to keep working on updates. And speaking of updates, the team has already shared what's coming next on their Discord server. They're planning to restore all the original props, complete with proper physics, damage models, and vertex painting. They're also working on re-adding most of the interiors from GTA 4, including destructible windows, better lighting, and other small details. On top of that, they're tweaking exterior lighting and improving performance, even for LOD lights. And if that wasn't enough, they're also looking to improve compatibility with Rage plugin hook and LSPDFR, while fixing bugs like radar glitches and character switching issues. It's clear they're dedicated to making this mod even better. While casually playing around, I didn't notice any of these issues myself, but it's great to see that the team is focused on polishing the mod even further. And let's not forget Jerry521's amazing trailer for this project. Check it out.
Come visit Liberty City, the city that never sleeps.
I really love the pizza.
I love the billboards.
I like how the whole place smells like piss in the summer.
It's tiny, crowded, and hideously expensive. The perfect vacation spot that's extremely unrelaxing and hasn't been culturally relevant since 1982. Meet locals who consider a 3D soda billboard in Star Junction culture. Go on a cruise of a polluted harbor. Pay $1,000 to take a family of 4 out to the theater to watch men prance about and sing pop songs from the 80s. Realize why half the town's in therapy. You enjoy living in San Andreas. We make culture for the country because it has none. Isn't it time you visited the other coast where you're packed on a subway with vermin? Visit Liberty City. For years, you've been sneered at from afar. Why not do it in person? Book your Liberty City vacation today. Just don't forget a return flight.
Big shout out to Jerry for putting together such an amazing showcase. I've linked his channel in the description, so be sure to check out his other cinematics too. So what do you think? Is the Liberty City Preservation Project the ultimate mod we've all been waiting for? Personally, I think it is, and it's criminally underrated. I highly recommend you try it out for yourself and see what you think. I'm also curious to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments section down below.